Hey everybody, and welcome back to the second channel, and welcome to my bunker. We got a bunch of props for this video, starting with this thing. This is called the Telegraph Stutter, and it's simply a kill switch, but with an old telegraph on top of it, which is pretty cool. And it can be set to either bring the sound through, or the other way around, where it's just a kill switch. But I think it's a lot more interesting to have it put the sound through, and that is what a telegraph would have done. And so that's the main piece of equipment. And then it's also going through some other stuff here, like this is some pretty precise tone shaping here. This controls the heat of the sun. This controls missiles, and this is just for some note taking. And I don't really have anything planned. It is the second channel, but I wanted to go over a little bit to how I wrote the song and what's really going on here. So all this is just me deciding to let the song, hold on. Yeah, okay, I had it in the right setting. So this is just bringing the signal through or not. So that's really all this is doing. And then with the right hand, I'm doing this tapping pattern, which is in a whole lot of my tunes. Let me turn this on. And what's going on there is I'm tapping with my first finger, and it's almost, these two fingers are almost always on the same fret. So here's on the 12th fret. And if you have a guitar in standard tuning, then it'll be a 12th fret in D string, and 12th fret on the B is usually where I do it, and that keeps you in the key of G, though this is tuned a little bit differently. So I'm tapping with my first finger here, then leaving that on, tapping with my second finger on the B string, and then pulling off with the B, and pulling off on the D string. And I'm pretty much just doing that the whole time in this song. It very rarely changes. And I'm just moving it around on those two strings. So we got 12, 12, and this will also work, again, if you're in standard, though you wouldn't be able to use the other strings in the same way. But 12, 12, 10, 10, this one's tricky, 9, 8, and 7, 7, and that's about it. And I do a few other things, but that's pretty much where the whole song resides. And then I tune these other strings just to work open. I never actually strike them, except for maybe once when I strike them all. But when the song is building up, I will just be a bit more careless with my tapping here, and I'll kind of strum on the way out. Or there's one part in the song where I strum up. And so that's all I'm doing with my right hand, and it's just going the whole time. And then over here, I'm just adding some different rhythms with letting the signal through or not. And then with a lot of reverb, it turns into a pretty cool sound. Oops, it's on the wrong way. And so on. And that's quite it. I got this pedal at the NAMM show. I was actually just walking around, and then some guy came up to me from this company, Coppersound. He was like, "Hey, I've seen your channel. You would like this." And I was like, "Yeah, this is pretty cool." And so I got one home. They were nice enough to send me one, and then I just had this idea. It looks, rustic, and looks like it would be part of a bunker. And then we went out to Zap Props in Chicago and got all these other props. And then we have this video. Is essentially that. Yeah, we got these other missile launchers, or whatever these are. One of the coolest things that we got is this bomb over here. And yeah, I'm surprised they let us leave with it, but I'm pretty sure it's not active or anything.